Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. I am giving you a little sneak peek of the Velvet Lounge collection. This is a new magnetic innovation. The reason they're calling it a magnetic innovation is because they are using a magnetic technique to pull pigment into these fine flowing lines, making a stripe effect. And it kind of is reminiscent of vintage corduroy or rippled satin. Reminds me of like corrugated paper. It looks like it's completely three-dimensional with like texture on it with of these like ribs. But it is smooth. It is just a cool visual effect. I'm super excited for these. These colors are gorgeous. The finish is gorgeous. This first one is called Berry Suede. So as you can see, they're a completely smooth strip. You can't feel that texture, but they used magnets or a magnetic technique, they called it, and it pulls the pigments. There must be some magnetic elements to this polish, and then it pulls these into these to create these lines, which is a super cool effect. I'm super excited. This is a new innovation. I'm assuming it's going to be $15 US, $20 Canadian. Again, this one is called Berry Suede. So it's kind of I don't know what kind of a berry color this would be considered. Isn't it gorgeous though? I really love it. I love this 3D effect. All right, I'm gonna put that one off to the side. Next one is called Butterscotch Silk. Actually, here, maybe I'll just keep in a pile. We've got this butterscotch color. Again, it has that same corduroy or three-dimensional like ripple effect. This one's kind of a coppery brown or bronze color. They're calling it butterscotch. All right, then next we have peach velour. So this one is going to be more peach or a little bit more orange. Look at that contrast there. Look at how it hits. So this is definitely looks a little different depending how it hits the light on these. So look at that. Super fun. I think it looks more peachy like this way and almost more butterscotchy like this. So it just depends on how the light's hitting it. Here, I want to show you those two compared to each other because they are definitely different shades. See? Okay, then this one is Pleated Plum. Might be my favorite. Reminds me more of a New York Minute type color, which is my jam. I do like the berry colors, of course, too. Oopsie. Let's try not to like hold it and it just slid right off my hand. So again, the same texture. This is Pleated Plum. And I say texture, but it doesn't have a physical 3D feel to it. These are just normal flat strips. All right, this one, oh, might be was one of my favorites too. I like a lot of these actually. Satin Smoke. So this is a gray, but I swear it kind of looks similar. It looks almost a little olive greeny. Kind of reminds me of that Laurel Canyon. So maybe later we'll do some comparisons. Sorry, I'm trying to tip it and not like hold on to it too tight. Very cool though. So like I want to see if you can kind of see how they're gonna curve, how they're gonna give it even such a cool look. And then this last one is called Teal Taffeta. So they all have kind of a fabric name. I think these colors, so it says Velvet Lounge is the collection name, and I think it's very like 70s lounge with the velour and the um suede, and I love them. I think these colors are perfect for fall, little retro or vintage. So this one's Teal Taffeta. All right, there's the collection. Stay tuned. We're going to look at them a little bit closer. All right, this is the part two of my, I'm going to do comparisons instead of sheerness today with these new strips. I am going to put some on one of my hands as well. So we're going to use the pinky strips just because they do have a base. Here, I'll show you. They have a white base to them, so we're not going to do sheerness because there's no need to. But I thought it would be more interesting to see these on nails. So see how they have a white base, so they're not going to be sheer at all. These are completely smooth. I know they look like they have that 3D texture to it, but they are completely smooth. So we're going to go ahead and put it on and see what they look like on, because I actually haven't seen it on either. So this will be my first time. They're so cool. I love these. I think the colors are fabulous. I put it on a little crooked. I don't know what I'm going to do with this half because I'm not going to do my other nails. I only have peely base on this one hand. So, like, look at that effect. Like, it totally looks three-dimensional. I think that's so cool. I'm impressed. I'm not even going to clean it up. Okay, so this first one is Berry Suede. It is, here, I'm going to turn on the warm light to see if we can see some warmth in the color here. There. So my comparison strips, I pulled Rose Cameo, but it's not a very close match. I also pulled Cowgirl Boots, but it's too red. It's more muted than Cowgirl Boots is. And then I pulled this one from the sub boxes, Rosy Revere. And I thought that was a better match, but it's still too bright red. Or like, you know. So here, this is with the lamp on with warm light. And then this is just window light. I'm like, it's hard to, there. Let's see here. Kind of depends on what you're looking at it with too. All right, so that's Berry Suede, warm light and window light. All right, the next one, here, hold on, I gotta sort these out so I can put these away. This next one is called Butterscotch Silk. I just noticed I have dog hair on here. Again, these all have white backing, so they're not sheer, which I think is good because I think you don't want to lose any of this textured, cool design. We're just going to put it right in the middle, or as much as I can. This is a brown butterscotch. It kind of reminded me of, well, not as dark as Brownie Points, but I don't have Brownie Points. I literally sent the last one I had out just yesterday. So, all right. So not Brownie Points, Butterscotch Silk is that one. That's in warm light. This is in natural light. And the only things I pulled to compare it to, this is a sub box set Chocolate Opal. But again, I didn't think it's not, this has more red to it. And then the other thing I pulled was Cocoa Craving, which I thought was not too bad of a match because it has that warm, it's more of a yellowy brown, if that makes sense. But to give you some idea, we got Cocoa Craving on the right, Butterscotch Silk in the middle, and Chocolate Opal from one of the sub boxes. So again, with and without the warm light and with the natural light, I just get more glare here. All right. To give you an idea of that color, I think it's gorgeous. I mean, I like them both so far. I like all of these though, so who am I kidding? I think the palette is beautiful for fall. I think there's a variety of color here. Yet they all kind of go really nice together too. And then with that white backing, you're not going to be surprised at what they look like on. Oh wait, I'm going to have to double these because I have 6. I'll just double the last one. All right, so this one is Peach Velour. I don't know if that it's very peach, but it's orange, which peach is a shade of orange, so we'll let it pass. All right, so Peach Velour. This is it on. Like, see, like fall, these colors look fabulous together. Peach Velour, natural light, and then with more warm light. And then I have like all these mixed up, but this is Rustworthy. You just have to ignore the, oh, that old set. I can't remember what it's called. Canyon, no, I can't remember. And then Moscow or Never is my last one of these. My last couple. But that's a pretty good match. If you were a fan of Rustworthy or Moscow or Never, I think this one you're going to be a fan of. They look similar to me. That was Warm Light. That's more of a... It's maybe more yellowy than these. It's not too bad. Here, let's do that. All right, so there's a look at that. That was Peach Velour. All right, the next one is Pleated Plum. Which I love. I only pulled one strip though to compare it to because it is the closest I found that I have in my partials. This is a shimmer finish, but it is this new metallic finish, and it is considered a special innovation or a new innovation. So it's going to be like the Prism Effects where I'm assuming it's going to be $15 per strip or 20 Canadian. Still eligible for the buy 3 get 1. Okay, so, oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. Okay, I know I just put the pinky strip on, but look at it on. See how they like curve? Oh, I just love the texture, but I like stripes. So if you don't like stripes, this might not be the collection for you. I only pulled New York Minute because I think it matches really well. Here, let's see if we could see it. I thought New York Minute was a good match for it. This is, where's my finger there? Here, this is all in natural window light, in direct sunlight, or, and then turn this on, and this is in a warmer base light here because it has the lamp, so I'm getting warm light on it too. This one is Pleated Plum, one of my faves. This next one is a favorite as well. So this one is the Satin Smoke. I know it's supposed to be gray. It definitely reads very similar to that Laurel Canyon that launched on last Friday, and I do love it because it has that kind of, well, I guess it's not last Friday, it was a few Fridays ago. It launched on the 8th. All right, so this one I'm going to put on half a nail because I have another one to show. So this is Satin Smoke. Like I said, I think it's supposed to be a gray, but to me it has a little bit of that olive tone, which is giving me that Laurel Canyon vibe. All right, so here's it on. Oh, well, it does look more silver here. When I hold it up to silver, though, it was not very silvery. This is the wrong set here. This one. Satin smoke. It looks more silver on camera than it does in real life. So I think it depends on, see, in that yellow light, it definitely. So like I pulled this Laurel Canyon because I thought that looked the closest. Oh yeah, look at when you look at those together. Those look awesome together. I think actually I'm gonna wear those. It'll be a fun accent to have a couple of those with these. I also pulled this fun hand-me-dots, which the base color of that one is a pretty good match. I think Laurel Canyon was the best, actually. I also grabbed a Pirate's Life because it reminded me of that a little bit. Like when it hits. And I did grab Hypnotic Hematite because it reminded me of that, but that is a lot darker. So let's not put that one with that. So here, let me turn off the light as well. Okay, so let's look at it in just regular window light. See, so depending on if the sun is hitting it, it looks more yellowy olive. I still think that this, sorry, I'm putting those away, is a pretty good match, even in the natural light. They did call, I think they did say this has silver glitter, so I think that makes sense. It is called satin smoke, like I said, so I feel like it's supposed to be gray. It is very warm gray. Looking at it by itself, I feel like it did have more, like, see, like that, it reads more silver, but once you start to put other things with it, I don't know. It's cool though. I like that it's different. All right, the last one, but not least, is teal taffeta. I also had a hard time finding something to match these. Because it's more muted. It's a more muted teal than we've had, I feel like, before. I know we've had a lot of teals. It's so pretty though, look at it. I put this one upside down. God, that's a pretty color on too. What time is it? Oh, I have to pick up my kid. Koi had their first behind the wheel training, so I dropped them off. I've just make sure I remember to pick them up. Okay, so that is, sorry, my camera there, teal taffeta. Let's look at it here. This is, again, natural window light. This is more with the warm light from the light bulb. I don't know if I have, it's just a warmer inside light. I grabbed Eat Till You Drop just to compare. I grabbed London Topaz, which I thought was probably a better fit. It's not so dark. Yeah, I think London Topaz was a better match than Teal, Eat Till You Drop. Okay, so we're in the London Topaz realm, but it is a lot more like muted. I did also grab what I believe is deep diving, but it is not marked, but it's very dark. But that actually would, because it has that more of a green teal, it's quite a bit darker, but you know, these would actually all look cool together to mix textures. So here, let's do this, turn that off again. Let my camera adjust. There you go. So teal taffeta. Sorry, it's like, all right. There you go. I am loving these new sets. I hope you guys do too. Where did I put this one? These. Here, let's lay these all out somewhat. So one more time, berry suede. Let's see here if we can do berry suede. What is that one called? Butterscotch silk, peach velour, pleated plum, satin smoke is on this side, and teal taffeta is that one. These are gorgeous, just those four together. And then these are the two cool ones. Hey, kind of neat how that worked out. I just did them in alphabetical order. All right, let me know what you guys think of this new Velvet Lounge magnetic innovation. I love it. I love the texture. Trust me, they are completely flat. You cannot actually feel any texture. It's flat as can be, just like a regular strip. Just has that cool effect. And you could probably, if you have the thumb strip, you could probably lay it, vertical too on some nails. That would be fun. All right, you guys have a great day or night. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.